back. Oh, that's right. I'm back. To many's dismay. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have returned to YouTube. And in a new format, we're going to be doing more live commentary.
Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to get rid of pre-recorded commentary, but I want to mix things up and add more live stuff. I think it works out better. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Let's just cut to the title.
Why not start off strong with the mighty Thor from Thor Love and Thunder? Alright, look, here's the thing with this movie. This movie I despise with every fiber of my being because they ruined her. They made her a joke. I love mighty Thor. I love Jane Foster as Thor. I never fucked with Thor Odinson because it's like... Just shut up, man. Like, but this is a human who's got cancer and she's kicking ass. Like, man, that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. And then in this movie, they just made her funny cancer girl.
Jane, it's stage 4.
I have like how many stages?
Like, what? Are you kidding me? But you know what? Let's not reminisce on that shithole of a movie. Let's take a look at the mighty Thor's accessories. We're starting with the accessories first. F you. What the fuck? That's not an accessory, Silver. What are you, a pervert? Look, just this, to make this review possible and this figure less horrible, because it is a good figure, I needed to clip this off. I needed to get rid of this. It's just, we're not looking at it. Whoa, it's just joint. But like, this is such a hindrance to the design, and if I kept this on, this would have been fucking, I would have torn her a new one, you know? Because this piece sucks. And I had to like clip it off, man. This is hell, you know? Okay, so actually looking at her real accessories, we got her little shattered hammer, which, let's see. And you know what? This is nice. I think this looks really cool. I love the painting and the sculpting, making it, you know, look like it was shattered. The hammer can come undone like this, and you can use either one of the accessories. So you have the explosion piece, which is really, really cool. Such a cool little sculpt. Let me find the hole. Where the fuck is the hole?
If you're struggling to find the peg hole on the explosion effect, just look for the two shards that are almost touching that are next to the larger shard. Hope that helps, because I needed that help.
So the way you work this accessory is after spending an embarrassing amount of time looking for the hole, you just slot the grip in there. And I will show you, obviously, her holding it after. But, you know, you just... And there you go. And it does a pretty good job replicating how it looks in the movie, which was a cool effect. You know, I can't discredit the movie that much in terms of, you know, the fight scenes. I think the fight scenes were pretty creative, especially when it came to Mighty Thor. The other one is way easier to set up. I mean, it's just Mjolnir, but covered in electricity. She's the god of thunder. And, you know, you just do that and boom. There she is. With, and, you know, she has the alternate hairpiece, which is gonna be used soon. And here's the Natalie Portman heads. Oh! You know what? That's not bad. Through the camera, it looks crazy. And here, let's see how that looks. So you get your and you just murder. Careful with these, okay? Be careful with them. You grab this, pop on there, grab that, and boom, baby. That looks nice. You'll see when I get to articulation, this figure is really nice. But I think this head sculpt works really well. The hands that she comes with are a set of open hands, ripper hands for Mjolnir, and some fists so you could beat the shit out of Taika Waititi for that shit. And before we get into her, you know, body aesthetics, I just want to look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful head sculpt. Look at that. That is so well painted and detailed. Love the glowing eyes. I owned the Marvel Legends version of this. And God, that was a disaster. That was dreadful. And I bought this just because I really, really like Mighty Thor. But holy man, that Marvel Legends is rough. But yeah, there. Look at that. So good. So let's take a look at the details on the body and, you know, the figure itself. She has a cloth cape, which, you know, has a bendy wire, so very, very useful. And there you go. The bolts for her cape are real, so they actually do hold the cape down, so be careful with that. The armor has nice trimming everywhere, you know, the breastplate looks cool. There's another bolt, there's another bolt, there's another bolt. Her skirt is, you know, I think it's accurate. I'd say it's pretty accurate. Her thighs are just, you know, black voids, just in plain black thighs. The knee pads are nicely sculpted and painted. Little wings on the side of, only one side of the boot, but honestly, I think it's fine. And the, you know, feet are nice. Back of the figure, you know, unlike the Marvel Legends, actually does have a lot of detailing on it, which is cool. And oh my god, how could I forget her arms? You know, skin showing. I'd say the skin matching. Oh, wrong piece. Skin matching. What are we thinking? I think that was yeah. That sometimes I feel like the skin tones are off in certain lighting. I think it works though. It definitely works when she has the helmet on. I'd say so. Like that. Yep, that looks like the same human. But then again, she's a god, right? Like maybe she does have different skin tones. I don't know. Are you a god? I don't know. Let's just move on to articulation. As for articulation, this figure is pretty good once you fix it. She can look up that far, down that far. She's got some tilt, some swivels. Arms move out that far. And you got the bend of the elbow, which is, whoa, that's nice. You got, I believe there's a bicep joint up here and a swivel at the bicep space. Her body can bend backwards that far, which is, whoa, that's crazy. And bend forward that far. You got the tilt. And watch this. See how I can kick her leg forward? If I had that underwear piece, she would have exploded. And oh yeah, I forgot. I did do an extra modification. I snipped into the skirt so you can actually kick, because I suppose the original sculpt was very restricting. I guess with figures like this, you know, you don't want to modify them because they're expensive, because it's a SHF. But I'm okay modding it because it's a character I really like. Also, I forgot to mention there is the wrist peg, so it does hinge and then swivel. Knee bend. Actually, the knee bend that's good. That's a good knee bend. The foot can hinge barely any downwards and barely any upwards. Toe bends, and it has a pivot and a swivel. So the feet are a little weak, but the rest of it is really, really cool. And the cape has I think it's one big wire, but it's a wire down here and wires up here, so you could really get super expressive with her. You know, get some heroic poses where she's ready to make a joke about her cancer because she's in a movie that's just tone deaf.
What a classic Thor adventure.
I really fucking hate Thor: Love and Thunder. Ah! As promised, here she is with the thunder summoning part and her exploding hammer piece, which now that I have it in her hand, it kind of looks like she's offering you flowers. Oh no! It kind of looks like she's offering you flowers. Let's talk about that for a second. Even with all my fixes, there is one major problem. Well, it's not major, but it is a bit of an annoyance if you're, you know, extending her arms out, and there you go, you pop it out. So, like I mentioned during the aesthetics, her cape's bolts are real. And they're actually holding the cape together, which is a cool detail and smart engineering, but it also is a little annoying because the cape can come undone, and yep, there you go, it flies out. This has happened to me so many damn times, and now I gotta go pick it up as well. Give me a second. Pieces love, and I'm fucking mean. I mean it. They love coming out. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're sentient and they hate me, but they do come out. So please, please be careful because they're not fun to lose. Hey, you know what? That isn't too bad. I like that. It's very much a relaxed look, I'd say, you know, chilling. No war, no battles. Just kind of resting, taking a seat, which you can do by removing that stupid underwear piece. And, you know, just chilling, being like, damn, What a good day. I'm so glad I wasn't in Thor loving.
So, in conclusion, while the figure had a couple of build issues, I'm really happy with the final result I'm left with. Jane Foster Mighty Thor was a character that for the longest time had a really rough representative on the shelf, so I'm glad that the SHF was not just a better figure, but an upgrade in every way imaginable. I think this figure kicks ass, and I'm really glad to have it. It's sad that it's very underrated relative to the community. I don't hear many people talk about it. So, if you like the video, make sure to like. Let me know what you think about the figure and, well, the new style in general in the comments down below. And subscribe, please. And, as always...